Whispers from the pantry. It happened in early November. A young couple, Mark, his wife Emily, and their 5-year-old daughter Chloe, moved into an old farmhouse on the outskirts of a small town in Maine. The house had been passed down from a distant relative of Mark's. It was creaky, drafty, and needed work, but it had a certain rustic charm at first. From the very beginning, Chloe started acting strangely. She would sit for hours in front of a small, latched pantry door under the staircase, whispering softly as if in conversation. When Emily asked her who she was talking to, Chloe smiled and said, "The man in the dark. He lives inside." They brushed it off as a child's imagination, but Emily couldn't shake the unease. Sometimes she'd wake at night to faint creaks and thuds, as if someone were walking around downstairs. Once, she found her keys in the freezer. Another time, the dog refused to go near the pantry, barking and growling at the closed door. The coldest part of the house was always that hallway, especially in front of the pantry. One night, while Mark was working late, Emily woke up to a sound, whispering, low, muffled whispers rising from the first floor. She grabbed a flashlight and crept downstairs. As she approached the pantry, the whispering grew clearer. It was hushed, fast, like someone pleading or chanting. And then, silence. The pantry stood closed. She told herself it was a dream, but it wasn't the last time. A few nights later, Mark came home to find the pantry door wide open. Inside was nothing but dust, spider webs, and an old eyeless doll. He shut the door, nailed it shut, and told Chloe the man inside wouldn't be coming back. But Chloe changed. She stopped talking altogether, just stared. Sometimes she would smile at the empty corner of the room, or tilt her head, as if listening to something only she could hear. Then things got worse. One evening, the lights went out. Mark stepped outside to check the breaker box. Emily stayed upstairs with Chloe. That's when the knocking started. It came from the pantry, slow, steady, as if someone was tapping on the inside with their knuckles. Emily froze. Then Chloe whispered, in a dry, raspy voice that didn't sound like hers, "Don't open it, Mommy. He's almost here." Emily scooped Chloe up and ran upstairs, locking the bedroom door. She could hear footsteps now, heavy, deliberate, climbing the stairs, floorboard by floorboard. When Mark returned a few minutes later, he found the two huddled on the bed, pale and wide-eyed. Chloe kept repeating, "He came out, he came out, he came out." Mark rushed downstairs. The pantry door was open. The nails had been pushed out from the inside. On the wall inside the pantry, scrawled in black charcoal, were the words, "Thank you for letting me out." They moved out the next morning and never looked back. But locals say, if you drive by the house at night, you might still hear the whispering. And if you stand too close to the pantry door, you might feel something breathing right behind it.